Hello everybody, this is Yik. Surprisingly, my opponent is on the receiving end of inducements this game. So, seeing as how my team doesn't have a whole lot of skills, just an extra player. No, not even an extra player. I kicked the injured lineman and got a blitzer instead. So, seeing as how the two of us have relatively few skills, this is probably going to be a somewhat even game. I will elect to receive the ball. Let's see, so what has he got? Nothing. Nothing. So, looks like it is a fresh Chaos team. So, guess the plan's not going to be overly complicated. um, hmm. So, looks like it's a pretty standard team. He elected to ditch a reroll to get a manager instead. That's a pretty good choice, considering. Just gonna leave this guy here, because that'll mean I get to punch him. Okay, so I think I will simply do this, I think? No, not even. We'll do this. Put the thrower down here. And the alignment down here, and I will put this guy over here, this guy over here. There appears to be a small hole here, which I shall fill doing this. Actually, I might just do this and do this picture here in the middle to form a sort of from anchor thing, or a pick even. So let's do this. Let's receive the kick and see how it goes. An extra scatter, pretty normal. Touchback means that I can put the ball on somebody whom I want to hit. I'll put it on this guy. Pretty standard turn one stuff. Just collect your blocks. And KO a Chaos Warrior in your first block. That's fine. I'm okay with this. And then, yep. Collect on your blocks. Yeah, that's... And then do blitz, maybe? So where do I want to move? Let's just... with this guy over here, and let's punch the Chaos Warrior, since they're pretty strong. And they're also fairly slow, so... pretty lucky on the armor break. On the block dice are pretty good. Let's do it like this. this, and like this, and I don't feel like giving up any blocks at the moment, so I'll just move to here, I think. This guy over here, and I'll move this guy over here, and that'll be our first turn. Just a casual punching action going on. You can block with the Mino, but well, it's a Minotaur, so they're pretty dangerous. What did he? What inducements did he get? Did he get just 2 babes? This is okay, that means I can move a lineman over here and collect a 2-die block with block. Is he gonna blitz with a Beastman? Robin friends. I don't. Well, now I get the now I get the reference. Let's see. I can punch this guy, move this guy up, punch this guy, punch this guy. So I can throw a lot of punches. I'm not in a particular hurry to score, although I guess the Minotaur action will have a lot of influence on what we do in our turn. You can go 1, 2, yeah. Kind of risky, but he's got 2 rerolls. Also, I really don't agree with that, but it's a 50-50. Nope, okay. Okay, so what I think we do here is we move this player to here, so 1, 2, 3 blitz here. Okay, so I think we want to stay over here. We want to blitz this guy and get a push. That's fine. And we'll stay. And we'll move up to here. We'll move this player to here. And let's see, what player can I move? Oh, this is fine. Let's see. And it's time to collect some blocks. Push is enough. I will punch the Minotaur with a 2-die and get a POW, and I'll move over here. And maybe I should have moved them up, I'm not sure, but I'll move over here. There's the block over here, it's just a push. I'm giving up a block right now, but don't have a problem with that. I can't really move this guy. Do I want to move this guy, or do I want to just get blocked? I think I'll just he can punch me if he wants. I don't mind. So He can base this player, and he can base the ball player, and that's okay. I got like a guy with block here, two guys with block here, strength 4 players, so this is very smart. It's mostly depending how he wants to base my player. This may have been a mistake, but you can see he's moving some of his players over here. He's probably gonna blitz with this Chaos Warrior over here. He's moving a lot of his players from here, so I can maybe clean up and beat up some guys here, and then maybe just move the ball down here and just keep marking this guy. I think the thrower should be able to do that just fine. So it's yeah, that's not the worst. Okay, I think this is what I would have done as well. So I'm just gonna punch him. Doesn't break armor, so he's fine. I can stand him up and blitz with this guy to push him off, and then move down, or I can blitz over here, push him over here, or he'll just give up some blocks. That's okay too. I guess I can blitz with this guy and just elect to go for the push. Interesting. Can I turn this into an advantage? I believe I can. So that depends on this going for it. One die into a daunt. Pretty good. Armor 9 doing its thing. I suppose this. Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, so this player can do it. You can get a 2-die here. I'll stand this player up, move him to here. So I'll get a 2-die over here. Push him to. Well, if it isn't a POW, it's not great, but okay, so it's not a POW, so let's push him over here and we'll follow. So I can't really get to where I need to go. So my idea was to so this player can do something. Thing is, he can't do a whole lot. I suppose I can 1-die blitz over here and just do a dodge, which isn't the worst idea in the world. Meanwhile, I'm kind of running out of time, so I guess I'll move this guy up here. Collect on this block. Yep. I'll follow up. Move this guy over here and we'll collect on this block. Okay, that's a push, that's fine. I'll follow. I'll stand this guy up. I'll throw 2-die block here. That's a push, that's fine. That would stay. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, so do I wanna do a wait, if this blitz is anything but a down, I'm in pretty bad shape, but if it's not, I'll be in okay shape. Let's see, I'll blitz. Sure, I'll do a 1-die blitz, I think. Okay, so it's a both down, that's fine. far can he make it? Not very. But since I already put myself in a corner, I might as well. So let's see. He can blitz me without doing anything. I have 3 rerolls, so and oh no. Hopefully I'll pass this, but nope. Well, that was great, and the stun. Oh well. Well, that was unfortunate. I guess the reasoning was I wanted to make sure that he'd have a hard time blitzing him, but I effectively blitzed myself for him, so that's that. The timer was also running out, so maybe I was getting a bit flustered. That's a pretty smart blitz. Push him away from the ball. He's stunned, and now he forms a sort of a cage. That's it down. So he would have knocked the ball loose, but fine. He can try to pick up the ball with this one. I personally do other stuff, like collect some blocks first, if I was him. It's a pretty smart move. We are even in manpower right now. He's probably gonna punch this guy, and he can't surf him, but he can punch him. He can also move this guy down here and collect on this block. Of course, I have block. Yep, that makes sense. Push him over here and punch him again. Or just leave him there. Although, if this guy is... He'll have to punch here, I think. If this guy is occupying these 2 players, I'm perfectly fine with that. Nope, there it goes, and it's a push. Great lineman being great. But he elected to stay here, which is a pretty smart move. Here's the pickup, and will it work? Yep. It's pretty good. So I think my plan, if he doesn't make any dodges, is to simply base one corner of the cage and blitz. Oh, he's dodging. I think this is I'm actually fine with this. Punching my lineman with his guy. That's pretty decent for me. He's pretty good at that stuff. Okay, so I can't really. Well, I can chance the blitz with this guy, but I'd rather not. So we'll move this guy over here. Move this guy, stand this guy up. This is slightly safer. Well, turns out I needn't have worried. I'll stay here. This player over here. What can this player do to be somewhat immediately useful at present? Can he move over here? Yes, he can. That's not the worst place for him to be. He's a bit closer to the ball, and that's okay. It's just a bunch of 1-dice. Okay, so here we go. Will we not make an additional going for it? No, we made it. And we will follow up. No armor break though, unfortunately, so there's that. So there is a risk of him getting surfed, but if he gets surfed, this guy won't be able to move the ball a lot. So this is okay. I'd rather not make one dice unless I'm forced to, or I feel it would progress me further up the pitch. So I'll just leave this guy standing. He'll probably stand this guy up and base my blitzer, and that would be actually a pretty smart move considering the differences in TV. This guy can move a little bit closer up this. Yep, it's a pretty smart blitz. And it's up and it's a down. So push them over here to the side, which is pretty smart, so it won't be in the way. Thing is though, it doesn't matter where this guy goes. I can always catch him with my own blitzer, so he'll have to make some fancy dodges and such. There's also an extra unmarked player over here. Oh, that's pretty smart. So now the ball can move to just about wherever. Of course, I still have a guy here that can do something about it. I suppose I can also like move this guy over here, blitz him away, and then just base the ball carrier with a blitzer. That's probably misclick. He's probably just gonna do a 2-die here, and that's a push. That's good for me. If he decides to, he's gonna base him, so that's fine. So my next play will be to, oh, that's a skull. Can he afford to reroll that? Into another skull. Okay, so this is pretty bad for him. Okay, so I've got a 1-die here on the ball. And seeing as how I have block and he doesn't, that's a pretty good idea. That's a going for it. Let's see. So I have an extra lineman here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to base this player, even though I could base this player for the assists. And I'm going to move this guy up here, and I'll be that. Got a 1-die here, but I think I'll start with a 1-die on the ball carrier. So I'll just blitz it, and hopefully get a down. That's a skull and a pow. Okay. So I'll knock the ball over here, and I'll follow up. And it's an armor break. That's pretty good for me. Ball scatters to there. Okay. So I now have an extra player on the ball. So do I want to punch this guy or do I want to punch this guy? I think I want to move here and punch this guy with a 2-die. Okay, so that barely made it there. No point in doing anything here. So my options are to do a 1-die, and if that fails, he can do what? He can punch this guy or make a dodge. This guy is free, so he can blitz here and try to pick up the ball. I can do a 1-die here, that'll free up this guy to do an assist over here, and this guy can block. So I'll just do this, of course. Well, glad I didn't do it over here. So he can blitz over here to get a 2-die. But my Black Orc here is pretty close to the ball, so unless he moves over here, I'll be able to affect the ball with this Black Orc next turn. Also a Black Orc over here, which is in a decent spot. So this did free up this wall here. Yeah, it's a pretty smart move. That's turns out to be just a push, but it is enough. He can now like try to pick up the ball or move over here to get an assist, but he can't pass the ball. That's a failed pickup. That turns into a failed pickup. Okay. So what can we do? 1, 2, 3. Let's see, the ball is in 2 tackle zones. So I guess I will begin by moving this player over here. I'll stand up this blitzer. He forgot to stand up this player. It's pretty unfortunate, but it happens. I will do a 2-die block over here. And that turns into a power. It's pretty good. And I will follow up to put an extra tackle zone on the ball. Then I will do a block over here. That's a push. That's not great, since it puts an extra guy on the ball, but it frees up my thrower. I'll do a 2-die blitz over here. That turns into a down. And I think I'll just stay over here. That's a 1-die. Okay, so my only player that's actually free to move is this guy. So it's up 4+ to pick up the ball. And they're going for it, and we haven't had the best of luck with those, so I guess we'll just stack here, and next turn we can continue to punch these guys around, move them off the ball a bit. He's only going to get 1 blitz, but I'll get a couple of blocks in. Let's see, I don't want to touch this guy, but I do want to throw this block. That's a push, that's quite decent for me, and I think I'm gonna follow up this turn. And I think my idea here is just to put another guy on the ball. Just that one extra guy to both get an additional block and to put a guy on the tackle zone. I really don't feel like throwing blocks here. If I throw a block here and it fails, this case where you can like blitz over here and chain push, and then all hell will break loose. This guy can't. Well, he can't get over here. So we can also try to block over here to push this guy on the ball, hope it'll scatter somewhere. I don't necessarily agree with that. Could have. Well, I guess it'll be free now to do whatever he wants. Is he gonna go for the 6+ pickup? It's pretty risky, but if it works, it'll work. Okay, so now he's gonna punch this guy, but know why. I could have rather moved over here and punched over here, but it's a push. That's pretty good for me. So we have 1 reroll. We do have a reroll here on picking up the ball. Well, pretty fortunate for me. I probably just keep him over here since... Oh, and it's both down. So that is a stun. That's pretty good for me. That'll mean I get an extra 2-die block over here in this turn, so I'll start by moving this guy over here. So, how do I want to do this? I have to knock players off the ball. I'm standing this guy up. So, let's see, if I block this guy and it isn't a POW, it's pretty bad for me. So do I want to punch this guy on top of the ball, or maybe this guy, and see where it scatters? Then I can punch this guy, so that's a POW. Yeah, sure. Let's push him on top of the ball. See, no! Oh well. Okay, that's pretty decent for me. So now I'll punch this guy. That's a push, that's okay. We'll just stay here. So now we can punch this guy with block. It's a dub skull, that's unfortunate. Into a POW, that's pretty good. Push him over here. Didn't really mean to follow up, but there you go. So I can score, and I'm out of rerolls. 2-die block with block is pretty safe. Nope, I still have my blitz, but not really. Do I want to move this guy over here and try to hand the ball off to him so he can score? I'd rather keep him here in case of a fumble or something, so I'll just pick up the ball hopefully and I'll score. So, get this guy back. We're up one. So unfortunately I only have 2 linemen, so guess we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Since I ran out of rerolls, I can try to pick up the ball with some other player. Let's keep this guy relatively close to the middle. So what we'll do here is we'll put this guy over here. Wait. This guy over here and so what happens here? So if that guy gets punched, he gets punched through here, and that means they can pass through here, but they won't get very far. He's got 2 turns to score, unless a riot happens, and he's got no rerolls. So he's probably just gonna collect those blocks, and I'll get my single blitz, and that'll probably be the half. Then he gets to start his drive again. So apparently he got a babe, and did he get a reroll or something? Because a wizard, well-timed wizard, but might turn this game around. Looks like he's going for the pretty standard punchy. Of course, he doesn't have any block, so I have a bit of a skill advantage there. Let's hope that maybe Blackrock, who already had some SPP, gets some more SPP. Also, our blitzers are kind of, well, they each have a touchdown to their name, or that's what it looks like. I couldn't really chance the handoff into the end zone, but I guess I could have stalled the game for an extra turn. And attempted the handoff there. And quick snap. This is why you place your players like one extra space back. So if they were over here, these players could have moved over here and gotten a free block. It does mean that these players might be able to progress down here far enough down here. I would have probably moved him over here, placed over here, moved him to here, ran this player as far down as I could. Okay, so that's a sideline ball. It's pretty dangerous pickup, but that's a pretty standard turn one move. Put an extra guy on the ball there. So I think he's just gonna punch. I would, in his case, well, he can, I guess he can blitz this guy over here with that one, and then move both of these players down as far as they can go to act as receivers. Since, I mean, you have to go 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Of course, on this result, you're not going to be able to do anything. But if he hadn't rolled that, can I surf that guy maybe? Nope. If I'm lucky, I can get an extra. So he really won't be able to score, so I don't have to worry about that. No. Okay. That wasn't the plan. But that would have been a pretty bad turnover for me, so I can do 2 die over here. That's about down. Well, I'll take it since I don't have any options. So plan was to block here, move a guy over here, maybe do a blitz, or just move this guy over here, do a 1 die here, and then do a 2 die on the minor. Or just move a guy over here and do a 2 die over here, and then do a 1 die on the minor. So SPP wise, he can do a 2 die block, a blitz, and a pass. 2 die block, 2 die block, blitz, and then go for the pickup and vanity pass. That's always a good play. As I said, rolling skull both down is pretty shitty. So what he would have needed to do is like blitz one of these guys over here and then move this guy as far as he can go. And that would mean that he would be in scoring position. Then he would have to move this guy, pick up the ball, do a handoff, and then move over here and do a long-ish pass. Looks like he doesn't really want to blitz my blitzers. So that's a push and a both down. That's pretty decent for me. I actually think I would have preferred... Oh, well, this is okay. I guess he's gonna do some chain pushing with this. But I actually would have preferred to push this guy over here. That means that if he frenzy blocks this player... Like, if he frenzy blocks now, it'll go from a 2 die into a 1 die. And that's pretty risky. Doesn't he realize that he only has one turn to score, and Chaos can't do one-turners. Well, he got the ball. He's gonna do the vanity pass, the 3+3+ for an SPP. Did a lot of those with dwarves, with dwarven runners. Nope. Looks like he forgot that it's the half. Okay, that's a blitz. It's pretty decent. Well, shit. That's pretty unfortunate. That's the half. I guess we set up again and see where we go. I'm actually okay with this setup. I think it's pretty good. So, oh, I guess he did forget that it was turn 8. So this is pretty good for me. What he can also do, but it's very dangerous, is to try to die again. Oh, that's pretty fortunate for him. And a decent-ish scatter. He can, like, he could have blitzed with a Mino. He'd have to put a player here, of course, but he could have blitzed with... No, wait, that wouldn't work. Yeah, it still would have worked. He could have blitzed with a Mino to push him from here to here to have the surf next turn. It's a kind of a... It's not the greatest use of a player, but he is occupying here, and then he can base this player. It looks like it was all set up to go over here, but the ball was here, and he managed to pick it up. I can still blitz the ball. I'll probably just, depending on where the ball moves. Yep, that's pretty safe. I might just try to break open a hole with my Black Orc, and then try to base some players with my pitcher. With my pincers. Let's see. So, Chaos teams are like, unskilled are fairly hard to play, since the players are pretty expensive. You don't have a lot of rerolls. He can now move to here if he wants, or here. I'll probably just do a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just probably base him with my Black Orc here. So they don't have any skills. They have expensive players, so they're low on rerolls. Humans are very fortunate in the fact that they have a pretty decent lineup of skills. They have like 4 blitzers, 2 you can have 4 blitzers, 2 throwers, and 4 catchers, I think. And all of those have skills. They also have cheaper players and cheaper rerolls, meaning they are okay. It's pretty good. Meaning they have a better. They're better at like tackling whatever comes at them, I suppose, because you can have a team with like plenty of rerolls, and you have an ogre as a big guy, as opposed to the Chaos, which does have they do have plenty of high strength players. They have like 4 Chaos Warriors, and this player elected to have a Minotaur, which is strength 5, so they are pretty decent on the strength scale, if you will, but they don't have any ball handling skills, meaning most of your rerolls are going to be ball related rerolls. So let's see. Do I want to... I'm thinking about just 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm thinking about just... No, I only have one blitz over here. So that still might be an okay idea. Although I can... Maybe I can blitz this guy. But I don't think I will. I'll put him over here. I'd blitz him over here, move him up here. And then I can throw another 2-die block at him over here, push him over here. Will I gain anything from that? No, this is just it's a 2-die. I'll just throw a block over here, I think. Turns into a POW. I probably should him stay. It's an armor break, but no injury. I probably should have put him over here. I'll base this player to slow down the cage. 1, 2, 3. I will put this player over here to sort of close this avenue of movement, and then I will do... What do I want to do? I kinda need to... Guess I do need to punch here, since I kinda wanna do a column here. So I punch here. Oh, pretty good for me. I block. So I want to go over here. So if I move him over here, this would turn this into a 1-die block. Unless he decides to punch this guy and he has block. If I move him over here, that means that he can punch him for the 2-die. And then he'll have to blitz through, and still I'll have players close by. So I think I am okay with this. So these 2 deep columns mean that the front player can't be blitzed, but that would only result in this player would still be around, meaning that there are still tackle zones here to move through. It's kind of flawed over here, since this player is touching a player, so he can block, push him away. Yeah, like this, block, push him away, and then blitz here. And that wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, it'll create a hole here he can exploit. But since it's chaos and he doesn't have block, that means it's always going to be a bit risky. He's been rolling a lot of skull both downs, and those have benefited me immensely. This is also a pretty good idea, just punching a guy, collecting a free block. Turns out it's only a push, so that's decent for me, but still it works. Will he follow up? Yes, he will. Interesting. So he's going to go for it, blitz the thrower to... this is actually not the worst idea, since that will mean... That's a skull, and it's the armor 8 player, so he might break armor here. Let's see. Nope. So... this means that this player can move to here. That's not very far, and I can punch this guy over here and... is he gonna do a pass here? I still have like a block here, but that wouldn't be the worst idea. The pass here is a 3+, 3+. Okay, he made it. So I guess my play is to punch this guy, push him over here. Punch this guy to here. And then do a blitz here. After, of course, standing all my guys up. That's an unfortunate wild animal. But it happens. what I can also do, that's pretty decent, so he can chain push some players. My idea would have been to chain push a lot, actually. This is a pretty good idea, so I will move my players over here and stand them up. I'm not going to be throwing any blitzes with these gents, so I'm going to push this guy over here. Knock him down as well. I think I will follow. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if this guy, okay, so I will put this guy over here, and I will do a 2-die block over here, and I will follow up to tie up, mostly to tie up this Chaos player, so that he can't move over here. That's a stun. That's pretty decent. Then what I will do is I kind of need a safety, so my safety is going to be this player. So now we do a 2-die block over here. That's a push, that's okay. And we're gonna follow up to put a Texon extra guy on the ball. That's 2. Do I do a 1-die block here? And use my reroll if it's not safe? It's pretty risky, because that'll put him in. Do I blitz and roll the going for it? Okay. And I will follow up. Ball goes over here. This is an okay scatter for me. This guy is stunned. It's kind of a big scrum here. I can do a 1-die over here, or a -2-die over here. I don't feel like throwing any blocks over here. I'd rather, because rolling both downs rolling both downs over here for me is pretty bad. Whereas rolling both downs for him over here is also pretty bad. So this player is back in the game. He can pick him up and move him over here if he pleases. It's also a pretty good idea. The block skill here is pretty decent for me. It's a 2-die. That's a push. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I see. Yep, that's a pretty good play. Now he can just stand this guy up and move him over here. I kind of forgot about that. That's actually also a pretty good play. That'll knock the text on the ball. Is he gonna pick it up though with this guy? Because that means the ball ain't going very far, and my safety here can affect the outcome. I think just leaving this player somewhere here on the ball is probably the best move at this point. Yep, just like that. Now, what I have to decide is I have to decide if I want to blitz with this guy. Okay, so push into a down, into a stumbles. That's pretty decent. No armor breaks though, so thrower stuck here in the middle of all this. So that's a push. That's pretty good for me. Now the only thing this guy can do is throw a block over here, and that'll not be great for him. So he's gonna make a 4+. He's gonna make a 3+. Okay. That's unfortunate, but is he gonna reroll it? Yep. Rolls it, and he picks it up, and he's gone. Let's see. And he's gonna dodge over here. That's pretty risky, but it'll be worth it if he succeeds, and he makes it. Okay. What are my options in all of this mess? Okay. Those 3+s like really helped him out. And he's following up. Interesting. Okay, so first things first, stand this player up. Stand this player up. Do have a 1 die here, so 2 die block with block. Push. It's pretty okay. That's pretty decent. Let's follow up. Move this player over here. Let's see. I have a 2 die. I have a 2 die here, so let's take that. That's a stumbles. That's okay. Follow up. So now I can do a... Okay, so I need to knock loose another player. Not too crazy about those. Not too crazy about that. Looks like I'm in 1 die block territory here, so the idea is to throw a 1 die block here, get a push him over here, and then this guy should be easily able to reach a blitz. So any result other than a skull is good for us, since we just need to push him over here. We're only going to get a 1 die block anyway, so let's do that. It's a POW, that's even better, so let's follow it up here. And now we can blitz this player with a 1 die. Is there anything else I want to do before? I don't think so. So let's blitz this player. We pretty much need a down. I don't think a push will cut it, since he can throw a blitz. So do I want to re-roll a safe block? I think I have to. Oh, and I guess my greed paid off. So I think I want to push him over here and follow up, so that the ball will hopefully scatter in a good place. Okay, so this is okay. So he can still blitz me here and then move in to get the score. So that's okay. I still have my re-roll, so I think I'll just... So who do I want to knock free? Probably this player. So I'll do a 1 die over here and hope for the push and get it both down. Well, really, well, I mean, I don't think I would have spent a reroll on that in any case. So there's no tackle zone on the ball, so this player can pick it up. This player, I think, stood up, so he's probably gonna blitz here, push him down here, stand this player up, blitz here, or stand this player up. It's here, it doesn't really matter. I would do a blitz first, so then I can move down the pitch here and tie up these 2 players. Yep. And that's a stumbles. That's a pretty good result. Push him over here. That means that he'll be over here, stuck. Then he can stand this player up, and then he can pick up the ball, and he has to make 2 going for us to score. But will he make it? No, he won't. But he has a reroll, so he'll probably spend a reroll on that. Will he fail it like I did? Nope. I guess I could have made more dodges to get more players over here, but there's so much pressure on the ball that I still have 5 turns to score. That should be good enough. So I'll just go with a standard setup here. This guy's here to pick up the ball. This guy's to act as a safety. These guys mostly here to do this, and this guy over here to make sure there's no hole. And off we go. So I have 5 turns to score. We got all of our players. No injuries on either side of the pitch. And we both get it to rerolls. That will slightly favor me because of because it's my offensive drive, and I have 3 rerolls for 5 turns. That's pretty damn good. So let's collect some blocks here. Not the same stellar performance as before, but definitely not what we got before. And wow, okay, so no downs for me apparently. Move this guy over here. In case the block fails, I'll move this player over here. And I'll do a 2-die blitz here. Just rolling pushes. That's... Whoops, I guess I should have put this player somewhere else. So let's see. This guy's gonna attempt to pick up the ball. This guy is going to act as a sort of a safety here. So if he gets blocked over here, there's still like some tackle zones. And this guy is just gonna pick up the ball and go over here. I won't spend any rerolls on it. I'll just... Oh. I could try... Do I want to go for the vanity pass? Sure. Why not? I won't spend any rerolls on it. Oh, got an SPP. That'll... So he could theoretically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we can only base this player, so that's fine. And now and he has block. He's measuring it now. That's a lot of dodges, but it can be done, and that'd be a pretty epic play. Right now he only gets the 1 blitz, and we'll have to chance getting punched by my players. This works. This is pretty good for me, I think. Like, this is not the worst thing in the world. I can put a player here, punch here. Like, I suppose he could blitz over here and then move. If this guy gets it down, he could move over here and base the catcher. No, base the thrower. That would be a pretty decent plan. So, yep. Looks like he's doing that. It's only a push, so there's still a tiny gap here that I can use, and he follows up. That's actually better for me, since I can punch these guys. So, again, wild animal. Being a wild animal, you can't really spend the reroll on that. So, placing my block guy, that's pretty good. This guy still has his tackle zone, so that's fine. I think I like this play more. Basing a player with your Chaos Warriors is relatively safe, since they're strength 4. It's pretty risky, but he made more dodges last drive, and that did get him the touchdown. He made it, and I'm going for it, and he made it. Okay. So I guess I am going to have to blitz this guy off the ball. Start by doing that. That's a down. I will stay, and it's an armor break and KO. Would have been nice to get the injury, but let's see. How do I want to play this? Do I want to move him over here, mayhaps? And then get a 2-die block over here. I think I'll move this guy over here. And collect a 2-die block. I'll push him over here and stay. So, let's see, nope, he can't get over here. I can get over here, so let's see what this is. A POW, that's pretty good. I will push him directly up, and I will follow. Okay, so what can we do over here? Let's move the ball a bit. I think over here is a pretty safe spot for the ball. Nope, no passing, please. Rolling a lot of POWs. That's pretty good for me. Injury? Nope. No injuries here. Just pushing away. Injury? Nope. Almost. So this is a 2-die. And then I will move him over here, I think. And I will do a 1-die block over here. That turns into a POW. That's actually pretty big. But I won't follow up. Let's see. Linemen are pretty good at taking punches, so I'll let him get punched a bit. Who knows? Maybe the crowd will vote for him again. I think this is a better play, since like basing this player would put me at an advantage for going this way. Since I'm obviously going this way, also probably move this player over here, stand this player up, move him like 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I suppose. Yep, this player's Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Although I can just get a 2-die over here and then another 2-die over here. Could collect on this block. He could blitz over here with a wild animal. Yep. So that would make a tiny hole to so he can like blitz him over here and then base. Oh, he has to follow up. So then he can't base, but he can. Now he can actually put a guy on the ball. It's pretty good move. You can put 2 guys on the ball even. That's even better. And then he collects his 2-die block. Reno over here. Is it an armor break? Nope. I suppose he is in danger of getting surfed, but I will allow him to get punched a lot in the four signs, of course. So how do I want to do this? So this is a 1-die. This is a 2-die, but it'll push him in a place I'm not really comfortable with. So I guess I'll put this guy over here. And do a 2-die over here. That turns into a POW. And I will follow up. And then I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can blitz over here. It's a push, but that's okay. And do I want to follow? No, I'll stay. So push him over here. That means that this turns into a whole lot less favorable situation than I wanted, but let's see. I can move this guy over here and do a 2-die over here. So let's do this block first. That's just a push. That's okay. Follow up over here, and now this becomes a 2-die, so I'll take it. And it turns into a down, and I will follow up. Still an armor break, so I can... What I can do is I can move this guy over here, do a 2-die block over here. This is pretty dangerous, since if it isn't a POW, it'll be a guy at the end of my cage, and this is pretty bad. And then we'll do our 1-die over here. That turns into a POW. And we'll just leave him over here as a sort of a small cage. But yeah, this is pretty dangerous. Now he can try to knock some of his guys off the ball, do a 2-die over here, and then blitz the ball carrier. Wow, I haven't been paying attention to the clock here. Looks like I will have to, next turn I will have to hand off the ball to a blitzer and then just gun for the end zone here. So I think that's our play, or at least I feel that that's the only play. Pretty smart move. I also agree with this. I'll probably have to blitz this guy off the ball, assuming I don't have to salvage the ball situation over here. He has a receiver here that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's a receiver here that can score, so that's pretty good. So is he maybe gonna blitz this guy? That'd be pretty smart. Though I do suppose I can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'd have to make 2 going for it with the thrower. dodge to blitz. Okay, so I think my plan is to, assuming he doesn't manage to break open the cage, I think my plan here is to just move this guy over here. Do a blitz over here, move the guy up, hand off. He failed the dodge. Will he fail the reroll? Who knows? Let's find out. Oh, looks like his luck caught up with him at last. Now, what did I say I want to do? I want to move this guy over here. Do a 2-die blitz over here. That's a push. That's fine. I will stay. And do I want to move in here to do an assist? I think so. So do a 2-die block over here. Really hoping that wouldn't happen. I'll follow it up here. Now I think I'll just move the ball over. I think I'll just go over here, and I think I'll just do a passing play. Since I want to throw some blocks first. I guess I can't really risk it. So I guess I'll move here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going for it. So I'll move over here. So that's how. Actually, I think I'll just stay over here to make it slightly harder for him to launch, and I'll chance the passing play here. I can still do a handoff here, and he caught it. Excellent. So now the ball is relatively safe. So now I can throw a punch here. Turns into a pow. That's perfect. I'll follow up. I will put this guy. So 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can't get very far. So I'll move this guy to here. Just to make sure again that I have 2-die block with block against the minor. That's pretty good. Sit down. That's pretty good. I'll stay here, and then I'll just move to a 2-die block over here. And he can't get to the ball, so I will simply so this guy can punch. Let's go overboard on the screening here, so just to make sure that this case where he will definitely not catch him, so I can get like 4+, 4+, 4+, 4+. Yeah. So the idea with the passing play was that even if the ball scatters, it'll scatter from here, and that means that I'm assuming he can't make a 4+ dodge roll over here. That means that this guy would have still been in a spot which he could pick up the ball and hand it off, or like pick up the ball and throw it again. That's a down. Pretty good. Does it break armor? Nope. He just bitch stopped him away. Probably gonna blitz this guy and then move here to get an assist, or just move this guy over here and punch him. Oh, pretty good. I guess he's going for the blitz here. Oh, broke armor and the stun. That's fine. I'm probably just gonna score in my turn. I don't have any vested interest in... well, I would like to get like a level up on some of my black orcs, but like I spent so much on the screening here. This is also a possibility. It's pretty risky, but I think the series of 4 pluses here is probably better, but he looks like he's wondering his options. Going over here would be better since it's a 4 plus rule. Or just punching this guy is just to get your try to get your SPP. Does he break armor? Nope. Armor 9, doing a thing. And then blitzing here. And he didn't even make it past the first one. Do I wanna? Yeah, sure. Let's do a 2-die block. Let's be greedy. Can't be quad skull. It's a push. So, eh. Let's just win the game. Get our level. So that's our first blitzer to level, and that's the winning touchdown. Pretty exciting game. Those dodges he took at the end of, like in the middle of this half, would definitely max winnings. That's pretty good. So we get 2 blitzer level ups. It looks like. So he got a beastman. So let's see. I think, yep, 2 rerolls, 2 blitzers. Let's see what we get. On normal. So Mighty Blow will make you will give you more injuries, meaning you will level faster. Guard will make things a lot easier. Okay, let's see what the other player gets. Okay, so 2 normals. Tackle will give us will be good against the dodges. So I think Mighty Blow or Tackle is the level up. Let's see what BB Tactics has to say on the matter. Let's see. Orc Blitzers. So Tackle Strip Ball is an idea for 1 for the Mighty Blow piling on killer build, and the guard stands for a Mighty Blow. If I get Mighty Blows, I'll probably be doing a lot of blitzes with those players. But then again, it's a pretty good skill. So I think if I play this team a lot, which I might, so I think I'll just grab 2 guards. I think that'll be a pretty good... Oh, yeah, let's start by just grabbing 2 guards. Yeah, so if I play this team a lot and get to the higher TVs, I would so these two will get guard. Depends on what these guys will roll and when they get the level ups and what state the team will be in. I think almost everybody here will, like 2 players won't get a level by getting the MVP, so we're in pretty good shape. Let's see, we have 1330, so we can get a reroll if we want, an APO. We can also buy another player. I'm not overly fond of trolls, since they're really expensive, but we could grab like a goblin or just a regular lineman. I'll mull it over and perhaps buy another player in the next video. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the game. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.